Hey, come on.
Hey, yo, chill.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I hate to interrupt.
Yo,
but
no, I ain't no recording out here. Just private property.
No recording out here.
No.
Sir, I'm exercising my First Amendment rights.
You think this America?
This is sir, I'm exercising my rights. What more?
Here you go. You guys have a great day.
Honestly, that was the worst service I ever had. You suck. Oh.
Lady.
I'll punch the fuck out of you.
Hey, lady, you're crazy.
Erase
Lady. Oh! Fucking move, bitch. Fucking no, you can't hit me.
I will break your shit, dog. Keep it up. I'll break.
I think if you're ever going to rate yourself, you should always rate yourself a 10, because you become more attractive when you hear how a person thinks. 10.
Okay, so you're a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, she's a 10. I have some makeup remover here. Does anybody want to revise their answer?
Man, the perfect 10 final boss, bro. A wet wipe.
Pretty in pink. Wash off that new piercing. What you think, TikTok?
Whose daughter is this?
Red pill community sets men up so badly for long-term relationships. It tells men you have to have a high body count. Cool. They go out and have a high body count, but you have to be with a virgin. Okay. But when they go out into the real world, after they've had a high body count, they are not sexually compatible with a virgin. They are so easily bored by a virgin. They don't know how to work a virgin. They don't have the patience to teach a virgin how to behave in a way that they are pleased with. So they always end up, maybe they'll marry a good woman. They'll go straight to the escorts when they want their pleasure, because they cannot be emotionally and sexually compatible with a virgin, because a true virgin who's good, who's genuinely good, wouldn't select a man that's been sleeping around. So he probably has to fake it to get that good woman. And then while he's being fake, he needs a very promiscuous woman to serve his genuine needs. So he ends up either being married to a good woman and then using escorts on the side. So escorts are still getting the better end of the deal because they see the real you, whereas your wife sees the fake you. Or they end up, I can't be with a virgin. I'm no longer compatible. So they end up with just.
She's absolutely right. She's right. My previous relationship, like red pill, that the red pill mindset is a mindset that I went into that relationship with. And because of it, I found it so hard to really embrace certain side of me that my partner needed from. And because of that, it ended up damaging my relationship. And by the time I started really working on myself, my partner, couldn't sit through the process of me turning a new leaf, and she left. So I definitely have experience with this. So I know how it feels. I understand, man. Like, red pill is dangerous, fam. It's dangerous. I don't support everything they say. I don't even watch that type of content anymore because I don't want to be brainwashed again. But she's right. And this is why I love having the topic correction. This is why I love discussing the topic of sex with anybody that I'm dating, because I need to know that we are sexually compatible before I get up and say, oh, I want to have sex with you, or I want to continue getting to know you, or I want to be in a relationship with you. Because if we are not aligned in that aspect, we're not going to be pleased, or one of us may be pleased, but the other isn't. And because of that, that is going to cause a rift. It's going to be an unbalanced dynamic. That's going to cause either one person to just walk away or step out of the relationship, which is not cool. That's not cool. So it's important to know is either we're into the same things or you're open to the same things. So is either we are aligned or we're not. If we're not, you got to find somebody else. I like having that discussion because that is important to me. And what she said is really true, man.
I was with my best friend from 19 to 26 years old. That dude was my fucking everything, okay? This is the story that he would tell everybody when they would ask what kind of person I am. We've been together for like 2.5 years at this point, maybe 2 years, and he had gotten signed to Universal Music, an amazing producer, artist, fantastic. And he was living in Vegas, and I showed up at his place in Vegas for the first time since he had moved there. And this man was sleeping on a blow-up mattress. And I was like, there was no way that the man that I love is going to sleep on a blow-up mattress. I had no job at this point. I had just moved to the U.S., was getting my green card. I couldn't work. With the little money that I did have, I went and I bought him a mattress and put it in the back of my Passat, okay? And then proceeded to carry that mattress up 3 flights of stairs at like 9 o'clock in the morning in the scorching Vegas heat. Walk in there, I'm like panting, sweating, dying, because that's what you do when you love somebody. That's the kind of person that I am in a relationship. I will give 100% of myself and the last bit of energy that I have because I love you. That is what a woman does. Yeah, we can talk about how I cooked and cleaned for him and helped him with his business and helped him become a fucking millionaire, and now he lives in a nice penthouse fucking apartment in Vancouver. I don't need to talk about that because I know what kind of woman I am when I show up in a relationship. You want to know I ruined that relationship? We were long distance for a period of time. I went during the pandemic and I was staying with him in Vancouver, and something changed. And you want to know what changed? He started watching podcasts like Fresh and Fit. He started listening to content about MGTOW, and that man changed. And I would sit across from him and not understand the person that I was seeing. I felt like I was waking up to somebody that I did not know. I am qualified to talk about this shit. I am qualified to understand the repercussions that red pill content have on men, because the person that I wanted to spend my life with, the person I was in love with, the person I wanted to fucking marry changed overnight because of the content like that. And I see now the men who do watch that content. I hear the things that they say because I would listen to it. I actually started consuming that content because I wanted to understand what happened. To all the men who asked me that question, there's your answer.
Love, it sure sucks to be you. RIP to that relationship. You sounded like you were a good girlfriend for the most part, but I don't think your boy just changed overnight. Something else had to happen. Men don't leave relationships like that. Not if you don't give them like a real reason to leave. Like, a man will sit there and suffer through the relationship before he says, I want us to break up. You have to do something. So I'm not gonna just buy into that, because there's always two sides to a coin. So something else happened. I mean, yeah, sure, red pill may have influenced some part of it. Who knows? But I believe that something else happened that caused him to walk away from you. I don't think it's just the content.
Why are men so afraid to approach women these days?
Me too.
Well, I think like there's obviously the fear of rejection in there too. It's not just me too, right?
Oh, certainly.
Men, there are a lot of
100%.
insecure men out there that really don't want to face the possibility of rejection, so they will never put themselves out there. But then again, on the other side, women need to learn how to reject men without being rude to them and having some grace about it. Like that's kind of a lost art, is rejecting
Yes.
someone in a generous way.
Yeah, I 100% agree. A lot of men will have the experience of going up to a girl, and it's like, it can be pretty brutal, the ways in which men get rejected. Certainly in like a party type environment, if there's alcohol involved, even a guy who like in a very polite way goes up to a girl, like when alcohol's involved, people can be very obnoxious and brutal. And also with social media, men are also scared of like, they don't want to come off like a creep, not just in that moment, but then like if the girl goes and tells all her friends, oh, this guy came up to me and approached me, and I don't know, so.
She could record you. Yeah.
I mean, what world does she live in? Like, baby girl, you don't need to ask that question. Like, you see every day reasons why men are afraid, but just pay attention and you'll see why. But all jokes aside, she made sense, which is not really common for these chicks on podcasts. But anyways, yeah, she made sense, and give her props for that. She did make sense. I don't have anything to say really, but I'm just shocked that she made sense. Yeah.